on Facebook. Although I've blocked this guy, Qamar Samad, seems like they're hurting me psychically here. They won't let me rest. I've blocked him and they won't let me rest. He came back. I mean, before in the morning also, here, my time, night time, they had a grip on me, like the thumb. It was like, I don't have any bruise here, but it was hurting me like the grip of the thumb last night as I was answering them. Both of them, Prince Rahim Khan's fake page and Qamar Samad. So it's like a distance mind control symptoms, and I haven't even opened. Sorry, let me go to the live here. Okay, I'm live now. I invited Prince Rahim Khan to come here so I could tell him talking and showing. And so it seems like they want to dodge. They want to dodge the interpretation of that one ayat I gave them, another ayat. A very dodgy, dishonest people. And I think they're Shias. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this, but what I'm wondering is, so whoever did this to me must be a family member. I got a person's opinion in Karachi also. When my father brought him though. So he said, what do they say? He just asked me a little bit and he knew that this is an insider who has done this on the internet also. And then they got me like with psychic powers. So much, it's like my distance mind control. And you won't believe it, I was unable to talk on live stream just a while ago on Facebook. I didn't want to come here on YouTube and they brought me here. I need to rest. They're not letting me rest. I can't even cross my arms. It's like they've got me so strained, pressure. So I couldn't even cross my arms today to sleep. Crossing my arms is like a protection a little bit and keeping a pillow on my chest and all this sometimes. But although I get the feeling that there's a man with a beard or a mustache or hairy, unkept or a beard hair kissing me on my chest and here and there with the pillow, even but I just, like tightly hold myself. This I've been doing for years now. When I, don't even want this. Because first they told me, like, this is your husband and you get well. This is Bi Fatma Zahra's house and he will come and marry you. So I thought this was a miracle by a little bit. And now all has become a delusion. And so I realized, they duped me with the name of Bibi Fatma Zahra, the daughter of Prophet Muhammad. And it's so subtle. Like even last night, God, what's this? Like my rib cage, the bone, left side, they've kind of hurting me there. And I felt, Then later on I noticed that I think it's a muscle pull that's hurting me. Discomfort here, there. They got my arm, like someone's holding me on my left arm, but he's got the thumb so tightly, pushed inside my arm, like so tightly, that the thumb, that just like, it's just one finger or one thumb, it's giving me a bruise here, so tightly held my arm, left arm. It's like that. And so, but I couldn't feel all the fingers. It just, it's like with the thumb, I feel like, oh God, it's so tight, right? So, like that on the psychic level, metaphysical level. So, and this Qamar. And before that, this apostate imam and the noodle came there, infinite noodle on Discord. So 14 days passed, and now I have no problem with this channel. But before 14 days even passed, before I could, no, I deleted my channel. I realized they've gotten me. They've messed up my. So I know apostate and some Shia, 12er Shias. I like my father was dead against His Highness Aga Khan. Yeah, as a 12er Imam too. That he's a false Imam, and even when my uncle, my mother's side, her cousin, her cousin from her mother's side came and said, you know how organized the Aga Khanis are, and all this. We weren't organized. Like anyone could come in our Imam Barga, blow up. Even though security, they could get across security and all this. So my father was like telling him, I knew he would repeat the same things he's told me. That in race course is haram and this and that. So they could be using like on the face, like they're Sunnis, but actually I think they're Shias, and some Shias also up to this mischief against His Highness Aga. And race courses are and this and that. So on Facebook, I saw His Highness with the one suitcase. You see, race course and all, I don't know, but his money, his business is different. He doesn't take any race course money or anything. Like, I can't explain what he said there. His Highness, like on the official authorized page of His Highness Aga Khan, he just had one suitcase there. People saying, even 12er Shias. So that I don't agree to. Like, you should respect your, they say, yeah, like your own religion, like, for example, so these Sunni, if it's a Sunni, this Qamar Samad, actually, you see, you should respect take your own religion, laws, and see, it's debatable, but no. If you're a Muslim still, if you're not an ex-Muslim, then how can you say things? How do you know? Maybe he is he is from the all. He's given us evidence. And what evidence do they give about the Quran, Recent, even today in the morning, since night time, since yesterday evening, they've been after me. Because I commented on the Rahim, Prince Rahim, I was the first to comment there. Okay, and they wouldn't stop. And they don't so their reason is the Quran is perfect, Allah is perfect, the Kalam is this, the Quran. I said, now I got really out of it. I said, how dumb can you be now? You give it to the court as evidence. You are repeating like a parrot about your Quran, right? Being a kalam of Allah and this and that. There's not evidence. You are repeating. Murderer is repeating, I'm not a murderer. I'm not a murderer. I'm innocent. I'm completely innocent. No. And they're repeating the same thing the murderers. Or the book is saying that I haven't written, the book doesn't write. But, the author, I don't lie. I speak the truth. The author is gone. And so you're reading the book. I don't lie. This book doesn't lie. It says it. No, it's not even like this. It's a kalam of a true person. It's the writing, it's the words of a true person. What is this going on? So you're blaming Agha Khan for breaking rules, law of the Quran, and I give him Surah Tahrim, even though he says, like, am I to waste my time on these harassers? Dodgy people? Surah Tahrim ayat, Prophet Muhammad broke a law, which is given in Surah Maida to the believers, Surah Maida 87. Sorry, I can't even talk properly. Right now, it was too much. I don't know. So, Facebook has saved my life. Or has, I don't know. And it's like anything I say is going to go against me. Anything I do, whatever I say, whatever I do. And the live stream was not finishing because I became cold or what, dying. So, Surah Tahrim ayat. No, it's a perfect ayat. Prophet Muhammad did nothing wrong in this. Perfect ayat. It's a perfect ayat. Keeps coming. So I blocked him. But then my mind, I've said this on Facebook. So some Shias are criminals. Like they kidnapped someone. I know. And in the group, there were Shias also. And they had to go for majlis. Shias. So they're criminals. But in Muharram, they've kidnapped this person, asking for money, and the Shia has to go, 12er Shia, for majlis. The person who was kidnapped told me himself. And he himself is a Shia. So they kidnapped a Shia Muslim. So my case. Oh, I should have put my case. They won't let me rest. I don't know what it is. So I'm so aggravated, so exhausted. You know when you're over-exhausted, you're not even allowing yourself to sleep because you can't sleep. You're too over-exhausted or too overactive? What do you call that? Oh, I don't know why I'm doing this. They made me do this today. Killers, really. They are psychic killers. They are killers every other moment they've killed me. Pulling my nerves. Oh, there, it made so much. Inside, I feel my blood is drained completely. Like, if you cut me, blood will not come out. And so I blocked him, and then again, I want to sleep. I can't cross my arms properly. It's like, they've got me so uptight and strained. And they'll be enjoying, but what can I do? Hearing this, what they're doing, because it's working, right? And I shouldn't be, but So my father's mother she enjoyed, his nephew was also a herder. He enjoyed hurting me. They enjoyed, like a rapist enjoying raping. It's the lost energy they want to enjoy, taking away the lost energy, the lost. This is how I get, because I know what they are doing to me right now also. So if I'd come later, I wouldn't want to talk about it. So I just did it. It's really it's wicked, and they're really, oh, they want me to answer back, because I can't stop. I feel compelled to answer back. I told him to stop. I hadn't blocked him last night even. Then I had to go Facebook live stream last night to say stop it. And then he said bye, okay, bye. And then he's come back on another thing of mine, that the answer I gave them. Said he has doubts about Mariam's sujood and all this right nonsense. Mischievous Muslims against His Highness Aga Khan. He has doubts about the bowing is first and then the ruku. But about the Muslims giving me another ayat, then first of all, he hasn't answered any of my questioning or he just goes on repeating himself with the Quran. Perfect, Kalam of Allah. No, the Prophet dodging things, and very mischievous, very dishonest, cunning, clever. So in this also, when you finish the prayer, you stand up or sitting or remembering Allah, standing up. Your Quran is a mishmash, and you're blaming that His Highness Aga Khan, and you won't let me rest here. So you must be connected with the Shias, the Shia enemy, the mischievous, very wicked. It's so wicked. So wicked. So I know I've come here because I'm in pain. I should be resting, but they won't let me rest. But I still try to get I was get so strained that I don't feel my head is properly on the pillow, resting with properly, what do you call that, pura apna, what does Ex-Shia, what did in the beginning when I joined them, weight, it's not fully, the weight of my head, my legs are strained. It really got me up, so strained that I can't put my weight on. Sorry, I won't be able to talk about this. My passion is to help the Muslims. So this, I think some Hindus may also be involved in this. Now they've come on YouTube too. But they won't. So, with the definitely Dawood Abraham and all that. Ali Sajwani's friend in Dubai. My father's youngest brother's friend. But what I asked them, since I can't speak, so I want to rest. Sorry, can't speak. Okay, dodging. You see how they dodged that? I'm sorry I've broken my head. They're such cunning bastards. It's coming. Bastards, bastards. Nervous breakdown. Sorry, I have a nervous breakdown. Actually, I should be saying they're extremely wicked. Unstoppably wicked. Unstoppable. So bashing and putting a red cross. Design is I don't know who is involved in this. Feeling that. I just managed to get up and make tea after that live stream on Facebook. I couldn't talk, and I think my finger, my thumb, couldn't put like. It's okay. It's warm. It's kind of. It wouldn't fit. I tried to click on the finish button. Didn't click many times until I started to talk, and after a little while it did. So, oh my God! You know what? Like from a distance, when my father would be traveling, they could make machines go out of order, not work properly. The water pump machine in Karachi, the washing machine, the generator for load shedding light. Oh my God, I've made this tea and now it's it's just lukewarm, not hot. Sick people, I mean, they're very wicked, very psychopaths. And okay, so for they'll keep lying and all this and dodging. Just they're very sick style. Like can't get through these psychopaths. 12 Shias also, some of them. I think he's a 12 Shia pretending to be a Sunni. Could be this guy. So yeah, 12. There's psychopaths in 12, my father's family. No one could stop them. Even the merger, even Allama Rashid Turabi couldn't stop them. So this, who was coming to our house, used to come and rest in our. The mother made what she did to the Allama Rashid Turabi's dua, that was. But I think my mother had Devi helped her later on, their aunties. Her aunt's Devi. They even separated. My aunt may have been disgusted with these Shias, my father's family, and left. She used to take care of the firstborn of my mother, a daughter. In infancy, she died also. So then my mother was not able to conceive. So Zahra auntie was taking care of my mother's puppy from the father's side, sister. So then it's like Zahra auntie was out of touch with my mother. Like Mr. So it must have happened at when my mother was 13 when she got married, so 14, 15. Maybe Zahra auntie left my mother and Karachi, Pakistan, when my mother was that age. And then history repeated itself with me. They separated me from his desire. So it's a useless. I don't know why I would be doing this. I'm just showing you. I can't show you more. What I did was try to delete his messages so you would get. I've told him to stop this now. He harassing me when I don't want any contact with him anymore. So I had to block him, and then the energy. So an American lady also helping healing. Recently I saw a laughing thing on her Facebook post, laughing emoji. Oh God, and I realized that my enemy doesn't want her to help me, right? So I had to, like this time, although I, like, what I did was, I had to put a comment there on Facebook under her post. Mrs. Donna Eden's post. Thank you so much. So you know what they're doing? Like so many Americans following Mrs. Donna Eden now. Even the person I thought I saw in one of the pictures or something that she's Jennifer, Mrs. You know, from that Facebook page, many masters, many lives. No, that's Dr. Reese's. But what was her? She's also with Anita Morjani. Jennifer Shirley McLean. Jennifer McLean. And, but this one person I didn't check, I didn't want to check who. And they can even make a fake American, look like American profile. It's eating me up from inside. So this, these Shia, some psychos, because our Imam is not present, they can do, they're rats, are mischievous criminals. So dodging, when I would say that, for example, which ayat was it? For example, Surah Tahrim ayat, that even Prophet Muhammad broke a law. No, there's nothing wrong with Surah Tahrim. What he did, it's perfect. It's a perfect dodge. I mean, this is not dodging, but it's like they won't answer. Quran has contradictions. No, it's a perfect book. Kalam of Allah. Is this the way you answer? Dumb as ever. No one will take that evidence by repeating like a murderer. I didn't murder. And the whole group is saying, he didn't murder. He's innocent. I didn't murder. I'm innocent. Right? The other person is saying, I have evidence against them. He didn't murder. What evidence? This evidence. He's perfect. He's perfectly innocent. What kind of a thing is this? So I feel enraged also, oppressed and enraged, very zakhmi. wounded deeply. I'm sorry. And how they do this dodgy. Facebook on His Highness Aga Khan's birthday. Another person saying, mm, mm, mm. What didn't, I mean, if you look at the Quran from His Highness Aga Khan's side, how they give the Quran, now it's expecting me to believe in what they are giving me. And it doesn't come close to proving anything wrong about His Highness. Although I would say that Islam is wrong and he is this, maybe I'll see later what is that he's a false imam. And how can he? But they've taken it from Vishnu in India, from the Indians and all. That Vishnu is this and Shiva is that, and Imam Ali is the 10 Avatar. So it's all wrong, but that I need to see. Although what they say is against His Highness Aga Khan, even Prophet Muhammad, God forgave and protected him from the oath he took in Surah Tahrim, prohibiting himself, and Allah's asking him, prohibiting himself. And the Shia tafsir is deplorable. Even the Shia tafsir, deplorable. So even what they say about His Highness Prophet Muhammad broke a law by of us in which is in Surah Maida. God says to the believers, "Do not make unlawful what the good things which Allah has made lawful." Anyways, there are these cycles. We don't know what to, but like I don't know what to do with them. I think they should be these psychos, Shia, Sunni Muslim psychos, should be like they shouldn't be doing this. I can take a picture, but I wouldn't do it in that horrible low life, low category way. But no, as an ex-Muslim, but as a Muslim, at least you shouldn't be saying things against you can, so, because, again, blasphemy, right? When the Sunnis say, tell the Shia, 12 Shias not to say anything against Sahaba. Otherwise, what's that? Obeying and not, it's, again, it's like a tenet, it's a law of the Quran, the Sharia, Islamic law. How do you say that? Saying anything against the Sahabas, you fall out of faith, right? You become a kafir. Your Quran ayat is said against the white. Yeah, Allah can say. I mean, both are wrong. It's just that I can't prove in this about Islam. Both are wrong. His Highness Aga Khan and all the Muslims together, every school of thought, because Islam is a false religion. Both are wrong, but to have the picture of Prophet, of His Highness Aga Khan and put a cross there and say, yeah, we are doing the right thing. Of course, exposing a false imam, right, who has gone against the Quran ayats laws when they've taken their salat and saying that there is something I didn't know about this. Sitting, so it has no standing position, qiyam. It only has sitting, and this namaz here, they're repeating it themselves on that. And I'm telling them, but let me, but your Quran, I've proven so many contradictions. Shia, Sunni, both. 12 verse Shias. No, this has no contradiction. Monasticism they invented, then they jumped down to they didn't practice it. But first of all, look at what Allah is saying. They did not invent it. I said, at least about this part of Hazrat Yahya, that he was chaste. He didn't marry. Meaning, or what? He was chaste. Maryam was chaste, right? So that word chaste would be that he didn't marry. That word is used for him, not being the righteous or not. So, chaste. We need a Rob Christian type person, hard, to get these psycho Muslims unbending, stubborn, emotional damage. You see, now I'm also becoming like Rob Christian. So God keeps changing in Surah about Bibi Maryam. How could she do the sajda first? She's told. Oh, there's a doubt about this. Of course, it's debatable and God knows what. That was at the time of Bibi Maryam. We don't know. You don't know. There's a doubt. God knows what. Then why are you going ahead and what are you trying to prove? First of all, your religion has crumbled down. Right? There's a doubt, and so God changed the law, and then Hazrat Yusuf, and that there, God knows what they'll say, that Hazrat Yaqub, oh, they made mistakes, they're on the top of their head, saying some things here, dodging there. The Quran has crumpled down, fallen into pieces, smashed. And I didn't even smash it. Like Abraham smashed the idols. I smashed it with showing academically proof from their Quran ayats. And their Allah can't speak. And they think they can speak to defend the Quran. And they have done the most lousiest, deplorable work in doing that. Repeating with the murderer. He's not a murderer. I'm not a murderer. I'm absolutely innocent. dodging contradictions, a little bit I gave them. They didn't answer me properly. Honesty. You see, this is not the way of a person who's like has dignity and reasonable man. So this life, and once you come to on a witness box and you lie, holding the Quran, like you've got the Quran as you're saying the Quran as you're giving the Quran as, it's like holding the Quran. Shouldn't you then what will the court do against you? You will be what if they find out you have lied? Won't take you as a witness again. I mean, it's hooligans or what? This is not the way to do it. And they, this Qamar guy, the other one I had to block, Prince Rahim Khan, and I'm telling him you've made a fake page. Sorry, your thing is wrong. I don't even want my site now is too too accustomed to truth and not accustomed to your lies that I see what you put there. I don't want to read your lies. Psychos, Muslim psychos. First you give me an answer to this, the things I have told you. Against Quran, against your Prophet. So if you are in doubt about this, that the Lord will tell the Maryam, but now the Muslims, you are in doubt about this. Don't give me your neurosis and your psychosis. Stick to the point. But they won't, and they didn't. How can a true God ask someone like Maryam to prostrate and then to do ruku? And this, you are in doubt about this, then just keep your mouth shut. Don't come again there to that post, to this post. I also gave it to him on his page against his Highness Allah. No, his profile. Qamar Samad. There's doubt about this, he says. Jews and Christians and blaming it on Jews and Christians. And he himself says there's doubt about that. What's happened there, we don't know. There's doubt about this, God knows what. But now it's very clear that standing, sitting, and prostrating. So I will search that out and one day give the answer. But for now, instead of bashing the Ismaili Imam, getting them to see that your religion, Islam, as you see it, is right, so I'm an ex-Muslim, I'm not even an Ismaili. So answer me about that. Surat Tahrim ayat. Contradictions. So many have shown series and series, streams upon streams. And these are mujrims. You're supposed to respect His Highness Ah Khan, knowing, wait a minute, first of all, your religion, Sunnis say that anyone says against the Sahabas, they are out of Islam, right? Then you should not have the audacity, if you are a Muslim, to say anything against His Highness Ah Khan and trample upon the believers unknowingly, ignorantly. You and that man who doesn't even, His Highness, doesn't even, he's harmless, he's a harmless creature. He won't say a word. He will, respect. If you don't want, do unto others what you would have others do unto you. Well, His Highness has proven. Now the Quran ayat, they take it in a different way. You take it in, and your own Muslim scholars are in a dissension and two different interpretations. That you have dodged on that and given what suits you, the interpretation that suits you of going into your wives during fasting. Oh, women, dodging the one that it was made unlawful. It was what? It was unlawful to go into your wives on the nights preceding fasting. Dodging that when your own religious, tell me, yes, you're right that there's a different, our religious scholars say that there's a dissension between them. No, not like that. Reasonable, civilized human beings were. I just get so. What's that ayat? Going into your wives. Again, going into your women. And Zaid also didn't keep the. So on this, right, Quran ayat, I don't have to go into detail. I hope you are not that dumb as these Muslims that have come to me on Facebook. And also, okay, so you say that Prophet, His Highness Ah Khan, has gone against the Quran rule about Salat. And where you have taken me standing and sitting and all this nonsense. Where? Please tell me about Allah and the angels sending Salat, not blessings. Answer me about that. Sending prayers on the Prophet? Or what is that ayat? It's not blessing. Another thing is Surah Azab. These people are crazy. Crazily wicked liars. According to their religion, liars are wicked. Zalimi. And remember when you said to the one on bestowed favor, keep your wife, and you bestowed favor, keep your wife and fear Allah. Now Zaid broke this, what do you call it? You've got to obey Prophet Muhammad. While you concealed within yourself that Allah has, okay, and you feared the people while Allah has more right that you fear Him. The Prophet feared the people while like God is telling Prophet Muhammad that you fear the people. Oh my God. So when Zaid had no longer any need for her, this is dumb. Hello? How dumb can you be? Muslims, how dumb can you be? Oh, where's that? Muslims, how dumb can you be? This one. You can't get this ayat? His Highness Aga Khan is an Imam, but Zaid is told he's there with Prophet Muhammad. He should obey Prophet Muhammad's orders. I mean, what shall I call them? These Muslims, psychos or what? Liars, dodgy liars. Oh God, Zaid is there. Prophet Muhammad is telling him, keep your wife. This is the order. And fear Allah. Moreover, fear Allah. So if Zaid fears Allah, he should keep his wife. And on top, this is an order to Zaid. How can he then have no longer any need for her? We married her to you. Come on, you Muslims. How dumb can you get? Even a donkey can get this, right? There's a contradiction here. Keep your wife, fear Allah. Taqwa is a part of religion. Obedience to Prophet Muhammad is the same as obedience to Allah. Surah Nisa ayat 80. And other ayats which say obey Allah and obey the messenger, but you would say the messenger's name comes after Allah, but it's on the same equivalent status level. Shirk. Obedience to the Prophet. Obedience is a part of worship also. But, I mean, how? So I'll try. Okay, I don't want to get rude. Like, please, how dumb can you get? That's why even with some Christians, you make such a fool out of yourselves. How dumb can you get? Do you understand that obedience? Even that Bob of, or who was he? Whatever, he may be wrong with the atheists, he may be, having a bad day, or, it's not, he can be rude in debates and all this. Christian, Bob, Speaker's Corner or something. But come on, when a Muslim, like with Bob, debate, Oh, very nice, but oh, you're showing us Muslims how nice you are, but you're showing me how dumb you are. I'm sorry, you just are very dumb. Keep your wife and fear Allah. There's a contradiction in this ayat. No, it is perfect. It is kalam of Allah. It is perfect. It is perfect. God, what liars. You won't reflect on the Quran ayats to see if there are contradictions. It is perfect. How is it perfect? Prophet Muhammad orders said when he says fear Allah and keep your wife. This means keep your wife. This means don't give her a divorce. Surah, the same Surah 36 ayat also says, obey Allah and the Messenger, believing women, what they have decided upon for you. And what they order you to do, you must obey them. Obedience is temporarily. Stupid. How stupid can you get? Like, how dumb. Please come out of this. Your intellect is gone. Oh my God, these psychos. They can kill. I'll just get aggravated and scream and shout. But these people, Muslim countries, they have the power to do what they like, even say against His Highness Aga Khan. Respect. It's not like Muslims should come up against His Highness Aga Khan. Draw a cross on his picture over his, face, the red mark. How would you feel? Just because. So we Muslims, when I was a Muslim, my father told me that it's not right for Christians to say anything against Prophet Muhammad, because you see, we respect Jesus Christ and we can't say anything against Jesus Christ. We can't say anything against Jesus Christ, so it's not right of the Christians to say anything. That's not right. What is not right, and according to, so they should have a little bit of what do you call that? Prudence, respect. Like, just because we can't say anything against Jesus Christ, but we can say something. We can say things against Christianity. So that's why Christians should understand our side. So they shouldn't be mocking Prophet Muhammad or, like that. But of course, they can say that he's a false prophet. We don't believe in him, this. But mocking him and laughing, and they're not supposed to do that in a civilized, reasonable manner. Understanding our side, our sentiments, our rules. As you have your rules in your religion. So that's the way the Muslims should be doing against His Highness Aga Khan, but they're not. Nowadays, right, left, and Muslims. So you've got into His Highness Aga Khan. They're not allowed to debate. I don't know how Dr. Khalil Andani came. It was like a wish come true, my wish come true. That please come, may they come out and debate. That'll make them strong. Like it's a critical appreciation. Put your feelings on the line, challenge. Others will go forward debating and all this, and you remain behind peacefully. We can't say anything. Our Imam doesn't respect everyone, all religions. That's His Highness Aga Khan. Don't say anything, not even to the law of the land. Abide by the law of the land of another country, non-Muslim country. That's His Highness Aga Khan. So considering they can't, like an animal, masoom, like a leaf. Who doesn't have a mouth to speak. I mean, he has a mouth, but he doesn't speak. Respect. How would you feel? And they can't say anything, but they can, and not even they can't say anything against what? Against Muslims, they can't say anything. But you are liars, you are hypocrites. What Quran ayat about standing that His Highness says? There are so many contradictions in the Quran ayats. How can you establish with one or two Quran ayats about Qiyam that Imam is not following the Quran? You can't. You've got to see, first of all, the whole picture. You just can't give me that one Quran ayat which is not even so clear. You've missed on. What Juma ayat you gave me? I've already told you about that. Missed so many points. Surah Juma ayat. What have you given me? An answer. What kind of an answer? First of all, the Juma ayat doesn't even say go to the mosque. It's vague, it's obscure about going to the mosque. So many answers they didn't give me. These Qamar Samad against Aga Khan. Call for prayer. Where's the masjid in this? Oh, you have believed. When is called for the prayer on the day of Jummah? Then proceed to the remembrance of Allah, not to the mosque. Doesn't say to the mosque. Where does it say proceed to the mosque? It just says proceed to the remembrance of Allah. When you're called, okay, so when you're called, proceed. Aga Khanis, wherever they are, they will proceed to the remembrance of Allah. The Jamaat will give the call, and it's not on loudspeaker, thank God. It doesn't have to be on loudspeaker. At that time, there were no loudspeakers even. And how do you know that Bilal stood up on the above the Kaaba? Stood above the Kaaba, like had his feet on the Kaaba, on the roof of the Kaaba, and called out. And this is how. How do you know that Sirat or that Hadith or whatever source is true? There are so many, the history pathetically written by the historians, God knows who and who, Islamic history, coming from what source? Abbasid or Abbasides. These Muslims went against each other, Umayyads against Shia of Ali, Abbasides against Umayyads also. Abbasides, you know where Abbasides came from? The uncle of Prophet Muhammad, Abbas. My goodness. So it's all in a mishmash. How can you even, another thing. So how do you know the adhan call is not given in the Jamaat? That His Highness doesn't give the call? Does it have to be on the loudspeaker? And who calls you? Who gives the call? It's not clear here. Proceed to the remembrance of Allah, it just says. How do you know that if you are an ex-Ismaili, and when the prayer has been concluded, disperse within the land? When you pray, it's not clear. Who prays for you? Which prayer has been concluded? Who was praying? And you have footnotes from your own interpreters or Islamic interpreters. But on one occasion, when you saw a transaction or a diversion, they rushed it and left you standing. This is when Prophet Muhammad was alive. Allah has abrogated, God knows how much. Allah abrogates. So it's not masjid, it doesn't say, it just says proceed to the remembrance of Allah. You can do it in your houses, even not go to the Jamaat. And what else is there? They dodged. They didn't answer me properly, giving me such ayat. Where does they stand at this time? In Surah Jummah ayat, that this is given. In another surah somewhere. Call for help. Standing. What else did they dodge? Shia. How do you know that this Quran is from Muhammad? Your Muhammad. Because it's not given that Amina gave birth to Muhammad. Muhammad, like in the Bible, at least the history of Jesus Christ is given, the prophets are given. But here, it's only given that Abraham and his son built the house. Allah made it his house. You're jumping to things without verifying. Is Islam a true religion? That poor man he's, you see, if you take the Quran ayats like His Highness Aga Khan takes it, but even how do you know that Surah Fatiha should be recited in the namaz and when it should be recited? Standing, sitting, or in sujood? How do you know which Muhammad it is? While we stand up for dua, here they're saying, what is the spiritual significance of the Abe Shafa, and why do we recite 3 duas? Istaban, Uttaban, Qayam. Liars. You liars against His Highness Aga Khan and Ismailism. Qamar Samad. Why does the particular part of the dua or Quranic verses were selected for each Abe Shafa dua? What is the concept behind Abe Shafa and all this? Dua Abe Shafa Qayam. Hai Zinda. In Ismaili Tariqa, when this is from Mumtaz Ali Tajdeen. In Ismaili Tariqa, when one enters the Jamaat Khana, he in a bold, clear voice utters, Hai Zinda, i.e., he, Imam, is living. In reciprocation of which, those assembled within the prayer hall respond by pronouncing Qaim Baya, i.e., we found Imam forever. When the prayer is in progress and is pronounced, okay, one who says Hai Zinda, he will be rewarded equal to an elephant given away in charity. The phrases are derived from the Quranic terms Hayyul Qayyum, the synonymous of Persian terms Hazir Nazir. It's synonymous of I'm so gone case here, can't pronounce big words. The word Hay signifies the one who is alive. Names of God indicating He is ever living. The word Qayyum is derived from Qayyam, meaning to stand, indicating the one who stands on his own and also causes others to stand. This is what it indicates. The word Hayyul Qayyum, Qayyam, means the one who stands on his own. The earth cannot remain without vacant without the Hayyul Qayyum, Imam. Means the light of God is manifest on earth forever in the form of his epiphany, i.e. the Imam. Where did he go against the Quran ayats? How you take the Quran ayats? Sorry. They don't take the Quran ayats the way you interpret them. Quora. So this is there, you can read. No, but they... Why do Ismaili Muslims pray 3 times? Even the 12 Shias pray 3 times. 5 times obligatory prayers. I'm born and raised Dash Ranger Ismailis. I'm born and raised in practicing Ismaili family. I have many questions that cross every day. I have not received any sufficient answers to them. The Ismaili belief seems extremely different from what the mainstream Muslims practice and not what the Prophet practiced at all. My first question is, why do we not pray Salah like other Muslims, including Sunni and Shia, 12 verse? I'm aware that we have daily dua, but in mainstream Islam, prayer is practiced with many actions, such as standing ruku, in prostration, etc. Even the Shia who do not pray like Sunnis pray namaz just 3 times a day. Also, the concept of wudu is completely absent. I'm aware that at one point in time, Ismailis prayed namaz. How come it changed? How come it is different for us? What is the reasoning? My second question is, why does our income go to Khan? What happens to that income? And why don't Ismailis pay what? In Ismailism, religion is both exoteric, zahir, and esoteric, batin. The esoteric meaning of the 6 days of creation, for example. Humanity. The sun is said to belong to the Imam. All possessions in this world must be considered borrowed, and the believer should feel relief when parting ways with the symbol of the burdensome and perishable world par excellence, money for the sake of the next world. The Imam has the right to use his wealth as he sees fit. Yeah, like in the spoils of war are for Allah, and then the Prophet, and then this, and then that. 3 and 4. Allah is both hidden, batin, and manifest, zahir. The divine essence is beyond all names and attributes, and beyond perfect and even existence. But the Imam is the barzakh, meeting point of all divine names and attributes. He manifests what he appears over. Historically, when the Imam was present, he would lead prayers. However, in his absence, someone else has to do it. because Ismailism is essentially non-hierarchical. Hierarch, God, I can't even. Hierarchical. Yes, you can argue. We have leaders, but these are appointed and have a different function. Anyone can lead prayers. It is my understanding that Imam is the authority for the modern interpretation of the faith. If you look at how interest was changed historically, it was essentially extortion, worse than loan sharks. It is my understanding that as times have evolved, the level of interest is no longer extortionate as well. Muslim societies do charge interest. They do. Not the way banks do by a percentage, but more in line with I'm loaning you $1,000 and on this date you are going to pay me back $1,100. It's effectively still interest. It's just not performed the way non-Muslims financing does it. Way the non-Muslim financing does it. We are different because our practices have changed to address the different worlds, times, cultures, etc. that we have found ourselves in. This is the function of the Imam of the time as a guide for this time and place. What? Shia scholars hit again? Just days or slash Ismaili said. Just days after the place of worship bomb blast. Ismaili view on the 12 Shia narrative of the supposed attack on Sayyida Fatima. Shia scholars hit again. Just days after the place of worship bomb blast. Whoa, dude, it's like seriously gnarling, scrolling through the news 3 days. So many innocent souls are getting wiped out, and I'm just here wondering, like, what's the deal with the world? And it's like we're all stuck in the massive bummer, and there are tons of countries caught up in the chaos. Like, seriously, what's up with the human killing humans? Major downer. When is this madness gonna take a chill pill and end? You know? I'm feeling mega bummed out just thinking about it. I've got some Ismaili homies over in Afghanistan, and their legate living in constant fear of the death and grim reaper. It's messed up, bro. Why are people so harsh, so ruthless? As if people getting killed, Israel-Palestine crisis was not enough. Just in last month, we have so many Shia scholars killed. Okay, and mosque was bombed. Shia scholars killed. When will this end? I need mental health. So do I. I can't take this anymore. Neither can I. Shia. Islamic State claims responsibility. Oh, what's this? Islamic State extremists. Islamic State in Khorasan. Huh? Again. 14 October 2023.